Got that heat, bitch.
Okay, guess we doing just fine. Said I'm not yours, so I say you're not mine. Okay, just a waste of my time. Out of my head, of my mind. Say you wanna.
Damn, son, what's going on, people? If you don't know by now, I go by the name FIBRE, and I'm back with another reaction video, man. Yo, before we get into this one, I just want to say rest in peace to Einar, man, and my condolences go out to his family. I wasn't even gonna do this video, to be honest, because I feel like I don't even live in Sweden. I'm an outsider looking in, but at the same time, when I started Swedish reactions, Einar was like one of the first people that I gravitated towards. So I thought, let me just check out this video and see what's going on, man. This one here is called The Einar Murder, Sweden's #1 gangster rapper shot dead in Stockholm. Now, I don't really agree with the title, but for this purpose of this video, it is what it is. But shout out to Scarcity Studios, man. They're a UK blogger, and it's mad to see them get on this one so quick. So well done to you guys. But before we get into this one, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for post notifications so you're alerted every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get it.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Appreciate you joining me today, and this story comes from Sweden. I've been covering news from Sweden for the past few months. One of them cases involved the victim in today's story as well. In the city of Stockholm, the statistics for the year of 2021 say there have been 273 shootings and 40 people have been killed so far. And this is with a country with an inhabitants of 10.3 million. So in comparison to the UK with over 60 million inhabitants, you can see how high that statistic really is. And the latest victim is an award-winning Grammy artist named Einar. His real name is Nils Kurt Erik Einar Grönberg. Rest in peace. He was the most streamed rapper in the country in the past year. I've been listening to his music, and I don't speak Swedish, so I did have to translate some of the lyrics, but I also got a good idea of what his music was about. My interpretation of Einar's music was that he was a drill rapper. He was a drill rapper, but he sung as well. And there's this new trend coming from America where...
Personally, I wouldn't say he was like a drill rapper. I'll say he's a rapper because he could do a lot. He could do the stuff about talking about emotions, he can do the street stuff, but at the same time, whether everything he was saying was 100% true or his homies were doing it or whatever, that doesn't really matter. That's the content he was pushing out there, so that's what we go off.
They will sing, so it sounds like it's actually a nice song, but what they're saying in the lyrics are actually talking about shootings and ride-outs and gang-related activity. And the police have openly said today that they believe this is a gang-related murder. As far as I can see from my research, he was signed to Warner Chappell and also had dealings with Sony Music in Sweden. So these are multi-million-pound companies that are funding and supporting these artists to sometimes create conflict amongst each other as well. Because a year ago, he was in conflict with two rappers named Haval and Yasin. And they were both jailed for plotting to kidnap the rapper, which was revealed via EncroChat messages. And I've covered that story several months ago. Yasin Mahmood, his stage name is Yasin, who is a big artist as well, admitted to planning the kidnapping in March 2020. And the court heard that he planned to meet the victim, who was a rival rapper, at a recording studio and lure him to a car park in central Stockholm. Yasin was jailed for 10 months and Haval was jailed for 2.5 years for conspiracy to commit robbery and kidnap. So none of them actually did the kidnapping because it was a crime that hadn't even occurred yet. It's quite bizarre. This is what EncroChat does. It's like the Minority Report. They are now finding out crimes that you've spoken about and not yet committed and charging and convicting you for them.
Wait, I'm confused. He said that like it didn't happen, like Einar didn't get kidnapped, but okay. Unless I missed something, I don't know.
Kidnapping was part of a broader case involving 30 suspects that was described as the FIBREINC network. Einar had originally been called to testify in court, but he didn't turn up. A Swedish newspaper called the Daily Aftonbladet reported on Friday that Einar was living with a price on his head after a series of death threats that were made against him had recently escalated. He himself was one of several suspects arrested for a stabbing at a restaurant in central Stockholm earlier this month as well. The son of the Swedish actress Lena Nilsson, he grew up in southern Stockholm and often referred to the criminal scene in the area in his work. He started his career posting videos to social media and broke through in 2019, releasing a song that translates in English as The Cat in the Area. This got #1 on Sweden's singles charts, and he won several music awards and also the Swedish Grammys. Fans and friends have expressed their grief on Einar's social media.
It's so sad, like, even for me, as an outsider looking in, like, he's 19. He's been killing this rap stuff since I started, like, before I started, like, reacting to Swedish rap. And he's only 19 and he was on top of the world. He had the whole world, like, literally. It's just a lesson to show, like, the streets ain't it, man. Literally. He could have got out. He could have moved to some nice...
He was a real brother.
Suburban area. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy.
To me, I will miss him so much. We released our first record last week, and it feels so strange that I spoke to him just a day ago. This was written by Troby, a producer on Instagram, and another lesser-known rapper called Raz Shamal was murdered in 2019 in another gangland shooting, and Sweden has struggled in the rise in shootings, the police have said, in past years, and also bombings as well, where the brutality that is being used by gangs in Stockholm has increased significantly.
That's another thing as well. Before I started to listen to Swedish music, yeah, I used to think Sweden was just like a calm country, like nothing really goes on over there. Until I started listening to the music, I was thinking, wow, like this is a different side to Sweden that I haven't heard about. Literally, they don't really promote this type of stuff, but now that I'm in it, it's like, not in it, but you know what I mean. Now that I'm in it, I see like what's really going on. It's really popping like literally everywhere in the world, man. Like there's, you can't say there's a country that's not. You get me? But mad thing.
The Prime Minister said this is a young life that has been lost, and I understand that he meant a lot to other people, and it's tragic that we have seen this happen again. The shooting took place at 11 PM in the south of Stockholm. Several newspapers, the Express, the broadcaster SVT, and other Swedish medias have identified him, even though the police have yet to do so. He died at the scene, emergency responders have said, and there has been no arrest yet, but the Stockholm police said they are actively working to find out what happened and who is behind the murder. And his music was very American influenced as well. One song was called Pop Smoke, another one was called Frank Lucas, which are both American based movie and music icons, which shows that it's definitely reaching further than just America and the influence that he's had in the UK. In his music, I seen that he predicted people wanted to kill him, and also the lack of trust that he had in a lot of people. So sadly, I won't be able to play much of his music in this video due to the amount of protection that his music has got from record companies who are surely going to profit significantly from his death in record sales and streams. So I hope some of that money can go to some good cause.
Yeah, which is weird because I've noticed like some of my reactions are like booming now. Some of my old Einar reactions are like booming. Like it's getting so much traction. My Instagram's getting a lot of traction from Sweden. And yeah, it's crazy. It's like when you die, that's when people really want to fuck with you, kind of thing, or really want to see what's going on with you. It's mad. Like even though he had a lot of love and he was killing it, but like you see death, when death happens, it's like people are more like, it's weird. It's just so weird to me.
To try and help the situation in the city, in Stockholm, and also Sweden as a whole. So really appreciate you joining me today, and any updates I'll definitely keep you informed. Please don't forget to send your stories to news@scarcitystudios.com, and I'll be back again very shortly with some more news. Peace.
Yeah, man. Tragic. 19 years old, one of the biggest rappers in your city, killing it for years. How long has he been out? How long's Einar been rapping? Like since he was 16, 15? No, I don't know. Let me know down below. But I'm sure when I started listening to him, he was at least 16. It's crazy, man. Like I said, rest in peace. My condolences go out to his family, man. I'm not even gonna do the if you enjoyed the reaction stuff, like it's long right now. It's not that type of video, but it's been your boy FIBRE, and I'm out. Peace.
Do your dance and go ham. Turn a hater to a fan. Grab your hips and wave your hand. Damn. Do your dance and go ham. Turn a hater to a fan. Grab your hips and wave your hand.